The National Marine Sanctuary Foundation offered up grants to explore the Stellwagen Bank National Marine Sanctuary, take people fishing out there, educate people about the sanctuary itself, and we decided that since we're out there all the time, this would be a perfect opportunity to take people fishing inside the sanctuary, see what the sanctuary is about, the diverse marine life that's available out there, how to fish out there. And we're looking forward to a great day on the water.
We're going to do a plankton tow, and I've got some little things that we can do to look at the plankton, to magnify it, little magnifiers. So it's kind of fun.
Bye guys! Bye. Have a great day!
See you at 4 p.m.
See you at 4!
Time's over. Yeah. How deep are we, pal? 154. You already got one, bro? Yeah. Alright, we're on the spot. Putting meat in the bucket. Fish and chips. Pal. On to the next location.
So this area that Captain Mike showed you, this is the sanctuary boundaries. And it was established because there were a couple threats to Stellwagen Bay. The bank itself is what makes this area so productive. Just its presence of being here. It's a big mound of sand, gravel, and mud. But as Captain Mike was saying, as deep ocean currents are moving along the seafloor, they hit the bank and they get deflected up and they make upwells. So there were a number of threats to Stellwagen Bay. There was a company, a commercial construction company in Boston, who wanted to come out to the northwest corner and mine Stellwagen Bay for its very cheap sand and gravel. And then there was an entrepreneur who wanted to set up a casino, a floating casino and hotel, where you just were on the southwest corner, get out of state waters so that they could gamble. And if you think about all of the back and forth activity that would have occurred with a floating casino with restaurants and hotels, those two activities were threatening the productivity of the bank and the animals that rely on it. And so this is, with the fishermen's help, this is how Stellwagen National Marine Sanctuary came into existence. Basically, it's set up with a very fine sieve, mesh. Water comes into the larger mouth of the plankton tow. Water and plankton move through the net. And at the end, we're going to put what's called a cod end. And this has 150 microns in terms of the gaps in the screen. And so water's going to come in through the bigger mouth of the net, get pushed back here. Water can move through the net, but the plankton is going to get trapped. Yeah. Okay, now, feed it out. Okay, you want nice. Okay, so bring it in. Right? Oh, you get some stuff. Ooh. And then you want to just wash all the stuff that's stuck on the outside.
Big eyes! Yeah, buddy! There's Boston. I had never been out that far before, but I have been out on the Fishbucket for the fishing derby.
I have gone on party boats before, but it's been a long time since I've been out there, and so it was great to get offshore again and do some fishing.
Something I learned is really cool is that the bank actually creates an upwelling of deep ocean current water that comes up, and it brings a lot of its nutrients with it, which is why there's so much wildlife that lives in that area.
Something that I actually learned was really interesting. That the birds, by green light, they don't have waterproof wings. So what they have to do after they die, because they're a diving bird and they catch fish, they have to air out their wings like this and to dry it out.
There are these really small seabirds called storm petrels, and they're a very numerous bird species out offshore. And they're super tiny in that they'll like skim the surface of the water to catch small microorganisms to eat.
He kind of filter the plankton out of the water with this special strainer thingy. It's like almost looks like one of those coffee strainers, but like a huge one that's connected to a little container at the end, and it captures all the plankton. And it was really cool to like zoom into those and see that, because like when you're in the water you don't notice it, but when you like filter it out, then you see how much of it is actually in there.
We caught a lot of fish. We saw whales. We saw a leatherback sea turtle. You couldn't have asked for a better day on the water.